What's going on, guys? Today is the day that I'm hoping we can get the axles in the MR2 completely done and installed. The other day we went to the junkyard to get a half shaft for this thing because that is what we were missing to get it all done, and we did get that. And then we came here last night to actually get everything assembled, and we actually ran into another issue. So it turns out that the half shaft we got at the junkyard was the wrong one. That was like a K24 style half shaft, and the one we need is a K20. Off like an RSX or Civic Si. So before I get to this, we actually do have the right one. We're in luck, but this is the one that we got from the junkyard right here. And you can see it is much longer than that one right there. And then this is our intermediate shaft from the drive shaft shop. And that guy matches this one right here, this shorter one. And we found that out last night, and we're like, well, we're out of luck because we need the other half shaft. And then I even double checked this because they're working on a customer car over in the M Bay, and I double checked its half shaft and it does have the right one. And yeah, so I was like, we have to get a new half shaft for this thing. I'm not sure where to find one. And when we went to that junkyard, the only other car there was that CRV. So I'm pretty sure that junkyard would not have another one that we would need. I think the one off that CRV would be the same style as this one right here, the one that was wrong. And I ended up going to Brent's storage unit because he said there's a chance there's one in there. And sure enough, Brent had a half shaft laying around, the right one that we needed. So this one right here that we got from the junkyard is not going to be used at all. We really can't do anything with that. And this right here is the one that we do need. It actually has the bolt pattern for either one. So this is off a K24, and then my motor is also a K24, but it has the bolt holes for either half shaft here. So luckily we were able to get this right one though, and we're gonna go ahead and start pulling this thing apart. It does just have a C-clip down in there. It's kind of hard to see. Right there, you can see the C-clip in there. So we're guessing we just got to pop that guy off, and hopefully this bearing should just slide right off, and then we can swap it all over onto our new drive shaft shop one, and then get all this stuff installed. And then the MR2 will have the axles done, and then we can move on to the shifter and stuff like that. And I've also been working on that last night. It is right here on a plate, and I will show what I got going on with that in just one sec. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead and get this guy installed. Just waiting for the comments. Oh, me, I'm doing it wrong, which that was probably wrong also. I learned my lesson, guys, okay? Now I know how to properly press a wheel bearing because of all y'all. I've never done it before.
Yeah.
Hey, but I think
we're learning as we go.
We got that one good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think that's it. Because right where that silver is, it gets
Yeah.
bigger, so
Yep.
it's bottomed out.
Nice.
I mean, you'll know if it doesn't bolt up.
Yeah, once it doesn't bolt up.
That's it.
That's it?
They all line up, yep.
Yep.
That's her.
Perfect.
She's in there. All right, so we just got our bearing and mount pressed onto the new intermediate shaft right here. The old one did have a spot for that snap ring, like this groove machined out for it, but this one doesn't. So it just must press on there, and that's just how it goes. But once this is all bolted in there, it can't go anywhere anyways. And then we actually just tried to put this on first and then put the axle on after, but we were having some issues getting the snap ring to cooperate with us. It wouldn't slide over, so we ended up just taking it back off, and then we were able to get it on outside of the car. And now I'm just gonna put all this together in the car as one piece, because it made it a lot easier just to take this out to do that. So we're ready to stab this guy in there. We already took the spindle on this side back off. So we're just gonna have to gear through this gap. There it is. Just like that. There you go. Well, those are finally done. Axles are in.
Took 8 months to get them and 2 hours to put them in.
All right, guys, the axles are in and everything's spinning freely. Everything's looking good there. So that is finally done, which is awesome. So now we can move on to the shifter. And as you can see right here, I already have this plate bolted on to the bottom of our sequential shift handle right here. And I already showed few videos ago that we cut this hole out in the center console because I'm going to be mounting this guy a little lower than just right on top because it's so tall, and it'll be a lot more comfortable and look a lot nicer if I tuck it down into the tunnel a bit. Yesterday we had this thing up on the lift, and I just kind of held the shifter about where I want to be, and then we marked it from underneath where the height on it should go. So we already have a line underneath the car about where this plate should mount, and then I just shaped it to the tunnel underneath the car. It's not a perfect square edge on each side. As you can see, it kind of comes out around here, and when I go underneath the car to weld it, you guys will see how that fits in there. But that's all ready to go, and I went ahead and drilled the holes in the plate for the shifter, and I have it bolted down right now. And then the nuts on the bottom I just tacked on each side, so I'm not gonna have to go underneath the car to hold the nuts to tighten it. I can just bolt it through the top, and the nuts will stay in place since they're welded to our plate. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and unbolt this for now, get our plate into place where I want it to be. And I'm just gonna be MIG welding this guy into place into the tunnel. Then I can go ahead and get the shifter bolted back on, and then we can run this line to our transmission. And then this guy will be ready to go. So I'm excited to finally get this in. The axles are done, so it's only a matter of time till we can hopefully see the tires spinning on this thing. So we're gonna go ahead and get this guy welded in there, and we'll be ready to go. All right guys, I got my plate in place, and you can kind of see where that curve comes into play. There's a little bit of a gap right there, but it's not too bad, and right here too. But the MIG gun will fill that up. But for right now, I'm actually going to be using my TIG welder just to tack it into place, because I'm worried about melting through this sheet metal right here, because it is pretty thin, and then this is 1/8 inch, so it's pretty thick. So just to get it tacked and kind of feel it out, I'm gonna use the TIG welder and get her in there. And also the main reason I'm not MIGging it is because Sean's using the extension cord, and I kind of need that. The MIG welder's stuck over there. So I'm gonna just get her TIGged into place real quick, and that'll be enough to at least bolt it down and double check and make sure I like it where it's at. But yeah, plate's in there, and I already cleaned off the paint on the inside with my angle grinder, so just gonna go ahead and tack her in place. Yeah. Fire? Oh yeah,
burning this damn wire. Woo. Hey, nothing to see here.
It's all right. It's just the outside. All the wires are good.
All right, we're good.
Just like that. I'll hook it up in the back first, and then I'll bolt it.
How about you, Lily?
All right, we got 2 bolts in the shifter instead of 4, so you know that's done.
Just 2 bolts for now.
We'll get to that later.
Oh shoot. Okay, you're on the wrong side of the car, but
It's right-hand drive. All right. I'll put it back on the lift.
and turn it on.
Yeah, I'll put it in gear. That's what I've been waiting for like months, bro.
We don't know if the transmission works or not.
Yeah, that's the last thing we gotta test. Well guys, we got our shifter kind of tacked in there. It's in place where it's gonna be, and we did hook it up to the transmission back here, and it does click through the gears, and we got the jump box in there. So we're gonna actually go ahead and fire this thing up and see if we can click it into gear, get the tires to spin, and just kind of double check things. The clutch is also hooked up as well. So this will be the first time the wheels will ever spin on the MR2 with the new swap and everything. We do not have a throttle cable yet though, so Roman is gonna be manning the throttle body. And yeah, I guess let's see what happens.
Whoa! Hey, it's spinning, bro. First. The sound, anything? Sounds good. Sounds good. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. shifting. Hey, it's shifting good, bro.
Yep. Back to neutral.
I'd say she's ready for the street.
Bro, she's ready. Just needs a throttle cable.
Oh yeah, let's get that done. How's it feel shifting it?
Dude, it got so easy. Oh yeah, I think it'll load on me.
There it is.
Alright, let's put that throttle cable in there. Alright, so we're working on the gas line right now, or the throttle cable. And I actually just was able to reuse the MR2 one. We had to drill out this little hole right here because the MR2 one was a little big. So we made that work, and I'm just bolting it on right now. And we got Shane in there. You wanna check our gas pedal?
Yeah, man. It's a really stiff pedal.
That's the clutch. There you go.
Bro, that was the clutch.
That works.
There you go. Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, that'll work.
It's
All right,
all the
you
way
can
up
get
and
out
all
of
the
there.
way closed.
Just gotta put more than 2 bolts in it, and we'll be set.
Just 3 bolts and you're good.
Honestly, I'm just gonna run 3.
We know. We all know. Get the Grinch out the way, bro.
Make a hit real quick on the street.
Let the 8-second car come through.
Ooh.
I don't know what you're talking about. 11-second Honda over there, bud.
Hey, I wasn't saying
You
anything.
laugh at that joke.
Hey, my car don't even run.
All right, guys, the MR2 is on the ground. I had some wires kind of dangling, so I just kind of tucked these up out of the way. Those are for the radiator fan, and the relay for the fuel pump was on the ground, so I electrical taped that up out of the way. You know, I think she's ready to at least move under her own power. So I'm getting ready to fire this thing up. It is in neutral right now. I'm gonna very gently click her into gear and see if we can pull her out of the bay for the first time under her own power. So I'm really excited. And I'm just gonna go for it. The jump box is getting a little weak, so we need to charge it. Or actually just install a real battery and wire the car, but I just wanna see it move. So I'm gonna fire it up. I grounded her out a little bit by accident. Here, give me the center console thing.
Where's it at?
Over there, on the table.
Use that center console. Yeah. Yeah.
Might as well just mount the jump box in the car.
Oh yeah, factory. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
She's ready for a voyage. Go drive it.
I know, the jump box would probably die. But the shifter's working, like tranny's working, so. Here, I'm just gonna put it around in a circle, or just like right up here. I just wanna like feel it go to like second.
Okay.
So it's in reverse right now, so then that's neutral, and then that's first.
That's it.
That's it.
Lost the fuel pump.
Well, she moves, and Brent even wore the right shirt today.
I did. I knew. I was inspired this morning.
The MR2
Kyle's
shirt.
gonna drive this thing.
She moves. I just want to go take it to get food or something, but we gotta hook up the alternator first because it's just running off the jump box. And
Well, you could run. Oh, you could just run a wire from that single pin to the jump box,
and just charge the jump box.
So you're telling me?
I mean, this is what we got going on for wiring, guys. Just that, and then that's our ground to the cage. But I mean, she's working. Everything sounds great. Like, I mean, I only just took it right around here, but it felt smooth, no weird noises. I'm so excited right now. Axles are in, so she's really close. We just gotta get on a battery, get get some relays in here, get all that sorted, put our boost clamps on. Yeah, we got to make sure we're getting all our bolts in that are missing, add the 2 other bolts on the shifter for once, and you know, stuff like that. I don't even think I need to worry about the fans just yet on the radiator, because from my past experience, these things run so cold. Oh yeah, so that's for this right here.
Safety?
It's the reverse neutral safety. Oh, that's what that little lever is on the shifter that you pull up on to get it into neutral and reverse. And I think I have to barely notch out this mount just so that will fit in the tranny right there, but I'll put that on later. So for right now, I just got to be careful I don't like slam reverse while I'm moving forward, because that's what it's for.
Are you hyped up or what?
Bro, I'm so excited right now.
I'm happy for you, man. You just drove it,
like
in and out of the shop.
I am so happy right now. It finally runs. And the Grinch is over there with a dead battery. Who needs a jump box now, bro?
So what do you need now? Just a little things, huh?
Yeah, I just showed it earlier, just wiring and get our clamps and stuff on like that. Run through it, probably let the car fully warm up. Probably give it one more oil change.
Jesus!
Why didn't you just, just drove it in? You could have just drove it in.
That's louder. That's
so
worse.
Bad for your starter.
Oh, it's all good. Lifetime warranty.
I guess. There you go.
You don't want to be loud, but that's even louder.
It's
like ching 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 ching
I
ching
gotta
ching.
hear a race car then.
They're like, what's wrong with that car?
All right, so we got a delivery for Roman. Oh God. A fan sent in some oil dry.
Special delivery.
Just for you. So now you can forget all the filters and plugs or whatever it may be.
The plug was on you, I thought. Oh,
nah, even when I do it, it's your fault.
Still my fault.
No matter what.
All right, guys.
So look,
I'm gonna go set up shop real quick.
This is good for tonight.
Someone sent us 2 big old bags. It does say Kyle MR2 on it, so maybe it's for me.
Oh, this one says the Grinch, I saw.
Does it? One says the Grinch, one says MR2.
Nope, still MR2.
Still MR2.
Yeah. Well, we really know what it's for.
We really know. Yeah.
Well, we didn't see a note for whoever sent this oil dry right here, but
I'm grateful.
thank you.
Yeah.
So grateful. We'll put that to use.
Yeah.
Right now. Sure, we'll forget something soon.
Yeah, probably. Are we?
What car's next?
Yeah, whatever one we're. Oh, the red one. Probably when we do the red one. First
fire it up and just dump all that oil out so we can use these bags right here. Well, guys, we are getting out of here for tonight. There's really not too much more we can do on the MR2 right now. We did drive it though, so everything's working good there. The tranny shifts great, went into every gear, and she officially moves under her own power, but we still have a lot to get done on the car, obviously, with all the wiring and everything we showed before. So that's really all we can do for it right now, even though it would be nice to like take it down the street and go get food or something. Once again, Brent had it lying around. It's been a while since we've used that term, but Brent had it lying around. So we got that done, and I'm gonna get a battery for this thing here soon and just go from there. We still have to wire in the dash and all kinds of stuff, get the interior together, still finish welding on the roll cage and stuff like that, get the other 2 bolts in the shifter.
We just heard a battery.
I know, brand new battery.
Battery?
New battery?
Yeah.
We're
I'm gonna get
stepping it up there, buddy.
a new battery.
And then not just a recycle center battery, like
A real.
No, I'm going to the you pull and pay for it. But yeah, you guys thought I was turning a new leaf, but you were wrong. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Also, thanks for the floor dry for Roman, and that's gonna. And the MR2 is officially moving, so she's getting close. Dyno Day will be coming hopefully soon. Maybe we can push for next week.
hopefully.
Can you pencil me in?
Yeah, I'll get you pencil.
All right.